And we live.
We are live.
Oh,
Coming from, New York, Jacksonville. Are you in Miami today, Julio? And Miami.
Yep.
Wow. Get that. All the
Yes.
Latinos.
My name is Julio Viera. I'm from Ponce, Puerto Rico, and I'm the regional corporate chef for Flick Independent Schools in the southeast.
sure. I'm Gustavo Calderon. I am born in Texas, but I grew up in Mexico all my life. And I am the corporate regional chef for Flick in Florida.
Okay, I'm Rolando Rivera. I'm from New York. I'm Puerto Rican, New York Rican, they call it over here. And I've been in Flick for almost, I could say 26 years already. And I'm one of the Flick executive chefs. I'm in Mutual of America.
Great. Thank you. And I'll just introduce myself. Why not, right? Elsie LaCourte. I'm a regional marketing manager. And fun fact, my dad, Julio, is from Ponce. And
Ooh,
my mom is from Santo Domingo. So
Hey,
I am
yeah, the both worlds.
Dominican. I
There
am
you go.
everything. I'm both.
I'll start with Gustavo this time. Who do you look up to in the food industry?
It's like you say, like chef wise, inspiration wise.
Yeah, who anyone in the food industry.
I love Mexican food. So I always go with with the trends as well. But I have one that really put me like into what I was always looking to the cooking in Mexico was Patricia Quintana. Was one of the best Mexican chefs that we had. She passed away about 2 3 years ago, and that would be her. But right now, like up like trending will be Enrique Olvera. He's putting out the Mexican food scene really into the map, and actually he just came out fifth in the world with his Mexican restaurant in Mexico City. So that's those two chefs are two of the most inspiring professional wise for me, in the and what I like as far as in Mexican food, and I respect them a lot.
Yes. They are really talented chefs. Both of
Yeah.
them very talented. Very. Rolando?
Oh, and mine is two corporate chefs that I had the honor of working with, and they trained me, and they're still mentoring me now. So we have one in Restaurant Associates, that's Steve Santangelo, and the other one is Steve Botto from Flick. He is my mentor all the way up. Yeah, I started with him as a prep cook in Credit Suisse, and with him I went up the ranks. So I
I like
thank him every day, and I'm still.
Still thanking him.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. And Julio?
that's a very tough question, literally, because I'm a very Latino chef. I don't consider myself as a Puerto Rican chef, so it's a lot of people from Gaston Acurio in Peru, Enrique from Mexico. Uh, I mean, it's a bunch. Puerto Rican wise, I would say Willow is doing a very good job, and Santaella. I mean, I can go on and on and on. I mean, I'm a very research type of guy, so I like to see what other people are doing. But I would consider myself more as a Latino, as a general. Uh, Company wise, I will go with Mike Lemon.
Mhm.
He been a great friend of me for 20 some years. We've been doing from everything, law firms, from everything with him. So I would say Mike Lemon in the company, but I have a bunch of chefs that I look up to. And now
Nice.
these two gentlemen right here, Gustavo and
Now you have two
my
other.
other guy, I need to add these two to my list, obviously.
There you go.
So do you. I both. Everywhere I go, everybody asks me, "Do you know Julio? Do you know?" I say, "Well, I Julio for a long time, but I just spoke with him a couple of times." And Chef Rolando, I know
Mhm.
that you mix as well for a while in American Express, right? I was
Yes.
in, I started in American Express in Sunrise. That was my first Flick account,
Mhm.
and I went to visit world. I mean the financial center. All I hear was, the chef Rolando was a great chef, and everybody speak
Thank
with
you,
you.
Chief.
I think when
Mhm.
they remind you when they, when you left a legacy everywhere we go, especially in our sectors. I mean, it speaks really well about us. So, and I'm very grateful to be in this call with you guys as well.
We spoke about mentorship and who we look up to. What obstacles, any unique obstacles you faced as a Hispanic chef working in BNI or in schools? What obstacles have you know, encountered?
I can go first. Really, I don't.
Mhm.
I'm very positive person, so I don't see negativity in what I
Mhm.
do. I work around it to make it negative positive. I don't see that much of a
There you go.
negative situation. Really, being busy, being in the weeds, like we said, is for me it's a positive thing. Like we got a job to get it done, and I don't see that many obstacles. I see everything positive in my side, at least. You know.
I want to share that really. I mean, the same kind of like in the same page as Chef Julio. I everywhere I go, for me, it doesn't matter because we are so diverse in the kitchen, and in Flick itself, the food industry in the world is so diverse. So I mean, it's just a matter of where you at. I mean, I never had any, I never encountered any obstacles like being Latino at all, because obviously, when I go to help, they obviously they need you. They need your
Hmm.
support. Need they need
Exactly.
they need your guidance. So, and believe me, I've been in schools. I was in Birmingham, and that was one of my first accounts that I went outside, and I was the only Latino in the whole school. Nobody else was Latino. But at the end of the day, it doesn't. I don't think it does really matter. As long as we do, like I said, we do our job. We do there, support them. I, talk to the principal, talk to everybody. A couple of days, and it just takes a couple of days to the people really see you, and if once you put your hands on the food and they like it, that's all you need. Besides, Flick, I did have, in my previous job, I can say that if it's just to share, in general in the industry, I worked for Ritz-Carlton for 14 years, and you didn't see like many. Now you see them more, but there was not too many Latinos being executive chefs in the company. Always, French, German. It was big influence. Not even Americans. It was more Europeans than anything else. Even, I had the opportunity to work in the Middle East, and I run the show for 6 months. And they hired a chef, and I asked for the opportunity to become the executive chef in that property, and they told me that they the sheikh, which was the owner, wanted to have a European chef. So
Uh-huh.
they
Hmm.
brought an English guy, and he lasted like another year. He didn't last that long. And that's and you see that, you can see that. I mean, thankfully, in Fake, I haven't really seen anything like that. And I'm very happy about that, really. So yeah, it's just for general sharing. I think it's some places that are still there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. I always say you make the vibe when you go into the kitchen. So you're the first one in there. And if you're a happy person and cheerful, telling everybody good morning, it trickles down and then everything is fine. And all that bad vibe and everything, it just let it slide off. Keep going. Go to the next person. That's it. And you just try to make everybody happy, and then the whole kitchen, everybody will get along. Because I'm
Yeah.
usually in a diverse kitchen anyway. It's usually I have a lot of females, I have Spanish people, African American. I always change it up a lot. So I just put all different kind of diverse people inside. So like that everybody could be happy.